apologize that you had to wait. It totally slipped my mind. I lost all my sense of time. So buy me that drink and just let me think, and I'll tell you the reasons why. My alibi.
Hey
Hi guys!
Welcome back to a new episode of Alibi the podcast. As you can see, today's podcast is a little bit different. It's going to be our first physical podcast today, and we're so happy to have some members of Guns High Table and as well as our student ambassador with us today. So before we start, let's just get to know everyone. I'll start with me. My name is Constance, and I'm the director for academic relations for 2023 to 2024.
Hi, I'm Serafina, and I'm the president for 2023 and 2024 tenure.
So yeah, my name is Alex. I am the director of publicity and marketing, and I am of the year 23-24 tenure. So yeah.
So hi, my name is Atalia and I'm the student ambassador for Guns.
Hi, my name is Abigail. I'm the director for the professional relations for the term 2023-2024.
Hi, my name is Ezah Insyirah. I'm officer from finance department.
Yep, so just to clarify things a little bit, we are missing a few members from various departments today, and that would be event management as well as our secretariat office. But we're hoping to hear from them sometime in the future. But as of now, thank you so much for joining us today. So the way that we're going to be doing our podcast today is we have a few questions to let you guys know a bit more about Guns, as well as help us to reflect on our tenure as our tenure is drawing to an end. So each of us is going to draw a question from this box, and we're going to read it out loud, and we're going to answer them for you. So
How do we pick?
how do you pick?
We're using the pen.
Yep, we're gonna pick using pen. So it's gonna be like spin the bottle, spin the pen. Okay.
Spin the pen.
It works.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
that
Okay,
was just a
okay.
trial.
Ah,
Trial. Okay. So now we're officially.
Okay.
Actual.
So let's start.
Okay.
okay, start with Constance.
This is practice round number 2. Okay. So I'm gonna read the first question. I'm scared. What is one thing you would like to tell our listeners? This feels like.
Oh, that's like such a
Conclusion.
lasting,
Yeah.
you know.
Should I change?
Yeah, maybe
Okay,
we should
okay,
change it to
yeah.
like a more final kind of thing.
Let's see. Yes. When and how did you join Guns? So I will start. I joined Guns in 2022. I was a law student in the UK, Belfast, at the time. And I thought that Guns was a really good organization for me to be able to connect to Sabah as a student in the UK, because I didn't want to feel detached from the legal landscape in Sabah. So that's why I joined. And I joined as a member in around August of 2022, and I joined as a officer of academic relations in January of 2023, and now I'm the director of academic relations in 2024. So that's how I joined Guns.
So you were with us since 2022.
Yeah, I was a member.
Oh, okay.
From I
was-
think September onwards as well, because I joined at the same time as you.
Yeah, I was just hibernating in the group chat.
Oh.
Yeah. I was
Also, you
there.
became the high table in 2023.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
January
okay,
2023.
okay. I see.
So
Time flies faster.
Yeah. It does.
2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next. Okay, Constance, you kasi apa sih? Cause
Does everyone need to answer? Look.
oh yeah. Alright. Okay.
I mean, can also if you want. So,
Is that
next. Oi, Presiden Demokrat.
I'm joining this since I think early year, early of the year, through the recruitment as an officer of the finance department.
So baru-baru this year lah.
Yeah.
So you were not members before this?
Also members.
Okay.
Oh, since last year, from like what the registration app, the form kata.
No, just join.
Oh, just join.
Following the program.
Okay. Oh,
Abigail.
Tengok tu.
yang mau skip sudah baca.
The soalan was what?
When and how did you join Guns?
When I joined in 2022. How I was tricked into it.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
Because I'm with UITM law student, former law student now lah. We were supposed to join clubs and whatnot. I'm not really into those. I don't want to join law society or whatever. But then I had my roommate at the time who was a member of the high table. She was the director of finance.
Okay.
She told me, she said, "Sister, you should join Guns. They're doing the recruitment now. You can join and be my officer." I was like, okay, sure. I signed up and I realized I have to put another pilihan, and then she said, you can try put under Noel, he's under PR. I was like, okay, sure. I signed up, and then I did not know they were having, you guys do the discussion after the whole recruitment drive thing, right? Yeah. Apparently she said she'd rather have Alicia as officer than me, and she tossed me to PR. She was like, yeah, Abby is much better in Noel's department, and that's how I ended up in the PR.
Okay.
PR as officer, and now
Since what year?
2022. Since 2022, 2023, I was officer. And then Noel, since the first day, he was already preparing me to be director. So by the time 2023, 2024, he just made me, okay, you're ready to be director. That's how I end up now director of PR.
I feel like a lot of us was
We were
followed
just
that trajectory.
Yeah.
kena train from the first director
Some.
semua.
I see.
So I ended here because I was tricked into it. How did you end up here?
I ended up here.
Macam penjara saja macam. How did you end up here?
Well, it's been happening. So I ended up here not even 6 months, I think. Because student ambassador is relatively new, they just made it. So, but I've known Guns since last year because Matilda was in it for a long time already.
Yeah.
But then she asked me, "You want to join this?" But I was like, "No, I have other organizations lah." That's why I'm like, "See lah, later lah." Then when the opportunity came this year, okay lah, I just join. Come to lah. No paksaan, sendiri mau.
Okay, then I want to ask you something. Since you say you were thinking to join because you have other organizations, right? Then did you regret joining Guns?
No lah. I mean no regrets lah. At least I get to expand my network and meet you guys.
Okay lah.
Do you think it's fun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jangan paksa punya apa. Jangan nama.
You need to recruit people.
Do you think it's fun?
It's fun.
As long as you do your part lah.
Yeah lah.
True.
Communication is key lah. Members.
Alex.
Oi, never kena you makan. Okay.
You're the last.
Ya lah, kan best for last. So I think I joined around 2022 as well, the same time as Constance. I heard a number of people were actually convincing me, the past 10-year officers as well. I forgot who were they. One was from Anthony something, I forgot his name.
Oh, okay.
And another one was from the presidential office, I forgot her name. Kalista.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Then she's like, oh, you guys join Guns lah. At that time, I had other commitments as well, so I was like, But then, one of those days, I was like, oh, Saturday, Sunday, I free. But then, a bit stupid of me as well lah, because my schedule is so bad. But then, at the end of the day, I joined. Okay. Dalia was my director at the time, and she was same trajectory also lah. She was basically teaching me how to do this, what to connect with this to that. But okay lah, it was a lot of experience that she passed down to me, and a lot of new things also I get from my past commitments and everything. I get to actually integrate it to Guns and everything. So honestly, quite a good experience overall lah. So yeah.
Okay.
You joined since 2022 also.
Yeah,
Same batch as Constance lah.
Yeah.
They were both officers at the same
Yeah.
time.
You also tak? No kan?
I
That
was
time.
22, 23. I was officer too.
Oh, three
Yeah,
of you guys.
three of us were same batch, basically.
So we were the one who was selecting you.
Yeah.
Yeah lah, you were the senior lah.
Yeah, I forgot.
Me.
Really? Oh my gosh, I forgot. But
You
who
were
was
interviewing me as well.
really?
You
Okay,
and
who was,
Einstein, if I'm
who was
correct.
under Delia at that time? You and?
Me and Mavis.
Oh yeah. I
Everyone
forgot.
was wearing their suit and I was sitting there in my stupid turtleneck.
Okay, but Steve Jobs kind of vibe.
Oh my
And
gosh.
someone else like, do I have to dress formally? Tidak, santai-santai.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. Okay, so my president. Yeah.
The question was when and how did you join Guns? I joined Guns after COVID, which was 2021. Yeah, and I found out about Guns through social media. Brenda was the one who was sharing the recruitment posters, and that's how I was interested to join Guns. Yeah, I just joined Guns because I don't know, I just for fun. Really, just for fun. Yeah. Okay.
How you end up becoming president?
Yeah, how did you
Yeah.
do it?
Yeah.
Okay, because I joined as officer under SR, student relations, and then it was very hectic lah back then. I joined as officer from under SR in 2021, and then 2022. Back when I was the VP, I feel like Guns is a very nice, like it's a dia macam dia ada potential to become a very proper organization, but and that's what makes me feel like if no one wants to be, then I'll be the president or the one to lead the organization like that. Yeah, so that's how I become the president.
I think it was a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
we did
choice
a lot
also.
of successful events.
Yeah.
We did it under
Basically.
your leadership.
But that's how you girl boss your way through life.
Yeah,
You have
that's
to
true.
you have to get the opportunities.
Okay, next.
So
Next.
Okay, I am a pusing. Oh, okay.
Ezah.
Okay. What does guns means to you?
Fashy question.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Heart to heart.
Okay. This
Juga
one
menangis
kinda
ah.
ni. I don't know. I just
You don't know.
No, actually, I don't guns. Actually, for my niece, and also it's for fun. Like how you say. Oh my god, I don't have any idea.
Shit, Java.
It's something you
It can
invest your
be
time into
simple.
in your free time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something like that. Something like I will. It's something like hobby.
Oh, okay.
Whenever I want to do something, and I will look up to the guns.
Mm.
What should I do?
I see.
Something like that. Okay, well, how about you?
No lah.
Yeah lah, start with the president first. Because you already know what's the button.
Okay lah. Okay.
You have to give credit.
What does guns mean to you or means a lot? Like my whole life spending on it. Yeah, I think I just love guns so much. Really, really love guns. I don't know why. I just think it's like I pour my heart and soul in it, and yeah, that's why it means a lot to me.
Wow.
Nah, Atalia.
Okay. What does that mean to me? I'm still quite new, but I joined Guns because I see it as a platform where Sabahan law students can get together and you can bincang what you can do for ourselves and also for Sabah lah in a legal aspect. So like what Sarah said, macam ada potential lah. Cuma all of us are still university students, that's one. And all of us are scattered, so macam susah lah want to do events kan. But in the future, maybe the alumni can do something together. Macam, yeah lah. So there's the potential there, and I see that's what it means to me lah. Macam, yeah. Okay, love it. Alex.
I mean, I would say for me, because I'm much of a networking type of person, so I was planning on going to Guns mainly due to the fact that, like, honestly, to expand my knowledge with other people as well, and to maybe have some discussion with like-minded people as well. I mean, Like, let's say, in comparison, KL, they have their own student law societies and everything. And it's such a big network. Maybe, I think around thousands or even 10,000s. It's bigger than that. And looking at Sabah and Sarawak, we don't have that big connection, you know. But, I mean, this is our effort for now to actually expand a bit more to actually, grow our foundations as students, law students in our youth as well. So that's one thing I think about Kansla. It's something to actually, for all of us as law students, as well as those who have graduated or anything, to actually connect to each other much more and to be more vocal in terms of anything regarding the laws of Sabah or Sarawak. So yeah, that's one thing.
Full in-depth analysis.
Tidak lama.
Kasih background music.
Jangan lama.
Yeah, we're serious.
Jangan lama.
What does guns mean to me? To me, I feel like guns was something that kept me really rooted to Sabah. And to me, I feel that, because I had the option to join many other organizations or many other societies, because in my uni, Queen's Uni Belfast, there are a lot of organizations that you can join. But the thing is, because I feel like my heart still stays in Sabah. You know what I mean?
Patriotism.
I mean, my heart does still stay in Sabah. So to me, guns was a way that I could still contribute to that, even though I was physically somewhere else. And I think that's what gives me motivation to continue in guns, because at the end of the day, it's all about building Sabah and building Sabahans up. So I think that means a lot.
What does gun mean to me? Okay, initially, guns did not mean much to me. Well, honestly.
Abigail Ma.
No, because when I first heard of guns, people just say, "Oh, I joined guns." But then I found out it's like gagasan mahasiswa una-una. Okay, so it's law things. I did not know if it was like something that I would want to do, because like I'm not really much of a club or organization kind of girl. I'm the type that like lepas kelas balik rumah tidur. But I think with guns it gave me like something to look forward to every single time, like lepas balik school. Like after I come home from school, I'm like, I have to think like, okay, I have to check their email today. Okay, I have to check email. I'm like, okay, I got this report. Okay, I got to text this department. I got to text Sarah. I got to text this, that. It gave me some kind of it gave me
some kind of challenge.
Some kind of stress and challenge, but it really helped me develop that patience.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a good kind of stress, honestly, but. Now guns means a lot to me, like in the sense as like I'm not gonna be dramatic, like it means a lot. No. I think guns mean a lot because like it taught me a lot of values in terms of like being patient, like how to communicate with people. Like you can't just simply like, oi, bagi baca the draft, cannot lah. To be like, hey, like I'm from this department, can I have the draft? And then they're like, oh, I'm so busy, so you have to be patient. Like, astaga, dia orang pun busy, I'm gonna be delayed. So it's like, it's something. I think it's a good opportunity, especially if you're new in law school or like new, or you don't know if you want to do law school. I think if you do guns or like you explore guns as events, opportunity, I think it would help you see the options that there are.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah. Wow, so we all have different views.
I think it equipped all of us with like professional skills, which not other law students can get in. You cannot get this in law school.
Because in law school, the clubs that they do is like like the.
It's less formal in a way.
Yeah, like law ball.
Exactly, it's like mostly very law based. But ours at least we try to cater as much as possible. Like it's not just law. It's like it's not just Sabahan.
It's awareness also.
Everything. Which is good, honestly. So yes, join guns.
You're so real for that.
So real for that. Every like 5 minutes, join guns. Okay, back to Constance. Come on, spin balik.
Okay. Constance, come out.
Okay lah, you pick someone. I pick someone.
I pick someone. I pick you.
Rest lah, Sarah boleh.
Okay,
Saya
Sarah.
spin. No. Okay, then I spin. Kalau dia bagi saya, kalau dia spin tempat saya, baru saya jawab.
Okay, balik kau juga. It's a sign, Sarah.
It's meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be.
She's been avoiding things just now.
Ini yang lastnya nih, lastnya.
Oh, that one I think we put outside first lah.
Alah, tercampur sudah.
Wait. Okay, payah lah. If you find it again, you nampak. Okay.
Give me something spicy. Kidding. How has your experience at Guns further shaped your life? I think I said this already. Like it equipped me with the professional skills that I don't think I will be able to learn in law school. Like there's no contract law book that will teach you how to actually communicate with your directors, you know. And I think it also like improved my leadership skills because I've always been a leader since I was in primary school because I love leading. I don't like being a follower. Yeah, I don't like it because I have my certain expectation, and when like people don't reach my expectation, I tend to get very frustrated, which I'm still trying to figure that out because I don't think I should expect people to work the same way as me, you know. And that's why I feel through Guns, not only I'm able to improve my professional skills, but also like my emotional intelligence, like, you know, like try to understand people and try to be more understanding with people's situation instead of just wanting everyone to just follow my way, you know. And there's a dilemma lah when you are the president. There's a dilemma between mau jaga hati your director and also you want to reach your KPI in your organization. So I'm always stuck in that dilemma, but still trying to navigate my way and how to be balanced in that. Yeah, so I guess Guns has definitely improved me, like give me self-development, you know. Yeah, like how a relationship does. Okay. Next.
It's spicy.
Constance.
You made it spicy.
Bro, the jawapan at the end. Oh, that job.
Okay, how has my experience at Guns shaped my life? To be very honest with you, the first year didn't do much for me because my first year as officer I didn't do much.
Who was your director?
We came in at the same time. So it was like the blind. We
Oh,
both
the
know
blind
what to
ticket.
do.
Okay.
So because during my first year, my director wasn't in Guns prior, so we both didn't know what to do. So I didn't do much. The first year didn't do much for me. But during my second year, I think you're right. Like I've been in leadership positions before, but I feel now that I look back, I feel that they were more management positions, meaning there was something set out for me to do, and all I had to make sure was for people to reach it. But I feel like as director, you have to kind of plan your own thing while managing people. So I want to give a shout out to my two amazing officers, Ephraim and Pauline. But working with them as well as working with all the other people in our team, I feel like that's really helped me to sharpen my leadership skills instead of my management skills, and also learning how to communicate effectively in a group setting, because I feel like to a certain extent COVID took that away from a lot of us. Like after COVID, I did not know how to talk. Like
Socializing was zero, man.
no, real, and you're so real for that.
And then
But yeah, I learned how to actually tell people what I want and what I need, both work and, you know, it helps you to communicate more effectively and more professionally with people who share a similar goal as you. Because at the same time, at the end of the day, you're trying to achieve a very similar goal.
Yeah.
And you learn that everyone is in it. So yeah, it has shaped my life to help me become what hopefully is a better person. I hope. But yeah. Let's see.
Also kata gitu ya kan? Experience. Apa tuh soalan experience?
If you say something negative again,
Then that.
All
All the things.
It's
Like,
just
it's
straight.
just
but,
Jess. Guns at Guns for the ship your life. I think I've mentioned a lot of it just now, but honestly, I think Guns, in a sense, they mention leadership roles and whatnot. I never really see myself as a leader. I don't mind taking on leadership roles, but I don't really like being the one leading. Because like as Sarah said, it's not easy to be the leader or whatever, because like you reach a certain dilemma where you want to jaga people punya hati and like reaching your goals and whatnot. And sometimes it's hard to find out because I now as a director, I have an officer as well. I have to, in a way, ask her to do certain things, but at the same time, I'm like thinking like, what if she's also busy? She's not responding to my messages. Maybe she's busy with school. She has finals. So I have to know how to navigate around that, which is something that, it's not something that law school teaches you or the textbook teaches you. You have to figure it out on your own because, in a way, your words will affect how the things will go about, basically. But I'm blessed enough to have like a good director before me when I was an officer, and now a good officer that is able to carry out the duties quite well. That I think there's nothing much that I have to worry about for the future of guns in a sense. Because I think guns, even if you go in, like as you say, the blind, leading the blind, or just blind in general, you can still learn a lot of things because the people at the organization, including the people in the high table, we help each other. It's not like it's your department, you handle lah. It's nothing to do with my department. No, we help each other. It's like, okay, I have trouble with PR. I always go to the presidential and be like, okay.
Even if you're blind?
Yeah, even if you're blind, leading the blind, or you're just blind in general, you don't have to worry if you join guns because we are always helping each other. It's not like a one man stands on its own kind of things. Like not a like my department, your department. No, we always help each other. Like if I had trouble with PR, I go to the president and be like, sister, I don't know what to do. Sarah, I don't know what to do. What should I do? Should I do this, do that? And she'll just be like, she'll give me advice. Maybe you should do this, do that. And then sometimes AR will be having troubles reaching out to people, so they ask PR and be like, can PR help us reach out to certain people because we cannot find their contacts or whatever. So we help each other. That's finance. SR does a lot of work too. The student ambassador, despite being new, they've always been doing their work since day one, promoting us all over the globe, especially in the UK and Sabah. Marketing has done their job. They're trying to bring more track, which is why we're doing this podcast as well. So we're hoping it has a good experience, basically. And I don't know how to say if it shaped my life, how to say it further shaped my life or anything, but it has shaped my life a certain way. A certain way. In a good way.
Not sure, but it shaped something.
It shaped something.
That's for them to figure out.
Yeah. So that's why you should join and then you figure out what it is. Sepaling gitu dan ini dua, ya.
Okay. Experience so far. Experience so far in dance. So although my time macam sidap saja, but macam I think banyak kalau di event saya involved in. It has given me the opportunity to network. Macam when I was in KL, I got the opportunity to macam go to events. For example, we had an event webinar with Become kan. What you said, the arbitrator, mediators, semua tu. And then they really like guns punya members, so they invited the gun members to an event of their own. So it's like we build this relationship and macam we spread the word, macam we are in this organization. So in a way, guns helps in expanding each of our circles and network lah, indirectly giving us opportunities of internship, work or projects, which is good. So in the future, I think I will have more of the opportunities lah. And you guys also, if you guys join guns lah. I don't know.
Dah, saya last kali. Ui, jangan lupa.
Okay. I just joined once. I think around 5 to 6 months. Around that time. And like
Abigail.
Like Abigail said before, the director, the officer is really helpful. I really appreciate that so much because this is I think the second organization I joined after COVID, and it's kind of clueless because it's been a while not connecting with people and so on. And also, it also taught me in terms of communication skills. Like, unlike in law school, you know that people, so you just talk whatever you want. And here, you know how to respect the people, how to learn. Is it etiquette, something like
There's
that?
a line of
You know,
formality.
like that. There's a boundaries on that, and I think that's all.
What was the first organisation you joined? MLSN bilang.
No, SLC.
Oh.
Student Community Love Club.
Oh, okay. I see.
Just join.
How does it shape your life? How? Like
Kesian dia,
communicate
Sarah,
lah.
dia
No
nervous
lah,
sudah
kidding
tu.
on it. Joking on it. Bagilah.
Okay, so how was my experience of guns and how it further shaped my life? I mean, before this, I've joined other organizations before, so it's more or less same. For the first year, I didn't really do much. I did do stuff as well. I guess as a director, what I've learned now is one thing is the scheduling as well. How important the scheduling is to like how we manage everything and how it affects other people as well. So that's one thing I'd say that has affected me and helped me a lot in terms of learning how to schedule stuff as well. And the amount of responsibility, especially when it comes to being a director, because like marketing and publicity, oh my god, I have to check statistics of what this is, what's the current trends right now, how that post has affected us, and like whether it's successful or not. Then if it's not successful, oh, saka nak lah in a way. But I mean, tidak kena yang apalah betul tu. Oh, sorry lah, President. But anyway, no lah.
There's no abuse here.
Yeah, there is no abuse here. Join guns.
Okay.
But in all seriousness, yeah, it actually is very, very helpful in terms of my experience and when it comes to speaking as well. Formality wise, while the jargon and everything, I'm still getting used to it, and having my 2 officers under me. Yeah, it goes well sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't go well because sometimes both of them are busy. One of them are busy as well. So, it's by way of communication. Sometimes it's quite hard, but we learn through it. So yeah.
Wait, before we go to the next question, I want to ask Atalia, since you're just a student ambassador, not just, okay, you are the student ambassador. So will you be interested to join the high table members?
Promotion.
No lah, I think I can consider, but then I like need guidance lah. Like,
Of course.
yeah.
We are all very
Yeah, of course.
Next kita baru kamu. You're next.
Boleh lah.
Okay, then I will tell Matilda lah to appoint you. Okay.
Fish.
Alright. Moving on.
Where's the pen?
Mana sudah tu?
Hai.
Mana the pen?
Guna lah
Astaga,
ini.
sini buat sini.
Oh.
Dia
Okay,
buat
okay.
magic dia punya dapat.
Okay, so who's the? Oh, you last kan? Okay, you pusing.
Okay.
Ezah.
Who is
Kena
that?
hantu.
Again.
This is your office.
Ada juga.
Wih. Takut. The camera.
Okay.
No.
Okay, President.
You didn't
Okay,
spin.
President.
No,
Come.
you didn't spin properly. Begini lah. Oh, spoil
Okay.
like kunikan.
Okay, Ezah. This is like the second time it kena her, you know.
Okay, choose.
Okay, recording, just in case. Okay, recording. I need to make sure, you know.
Okay, can you explain more about your current role at Guns?
Oh,
This is like, is it? I have to ni.
apa?
Just
what
the
do you
general
do?
one. What did I do?
Yeah.
So far, within the 5 to 6 months, what I did is bring the budgeting things, learn how to do. I learned how to make a new formal letter, like very very formal with the firm and so on, and also looking for sponsorship,
Future accountant / lawyer.
something like that. I actually interested in accounting. So I
Oh.
don't know.
Ngam juga lah actually, we joined the role.
And then I think in terms of doing designing things, since we're doing the debate
Yeah.
isn't it? Something like that.
See.
But it's good, join guns.
Wait, does that mean you love maths? You love maths, like you like counting. Oh God. Oh.
Oh God!
That's
What a,
awesome.
wow! What a response, bro.
I will apply for finance.
Oh really?
Really?
I see.
I feel like I interviewed her for the recruitment too. Not that we interviewed her.
Oh yeah. I think I remember we chose you because you say you love maths. I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I was like 10 people or something like that. So I was like, oh wow, okay.
I don't know, so I cannot focus everywhere.
Okay. My role as academic director. So the main ones would be we do infographics. So we do the research for our infographic series, which if you've been following our Instagram page, you would have seen scattered throughout our posts for this year.
Follow guns.
Follow gagasan.law on Instagram.
Yes. Not the pistol guns, but gagasan. Yes.
Yes. Anyway, so we do the legal research for our infographics, and we also conduct the podcasts. I by the podcast, which we are recording now, and which we have recorded, I think, 4 or 5 episodes.
Yeah.
Further up. So what we do is we contact the speakers, we draft the script. Yes, we draft the script, and we do any legal research that's required prior to the recording session.
Come on lah, kasih up lah sikit. You revived the podcasting. We all revived the podcast
We all
for
revived
this
the
apa.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
This year has been a big year, especially for
For
the
real,
amount of
yeah.
events that we've
For
done.
real.
listen to Alibi the podcast on Spotify and on
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was actually a really big step to take to revive the podcast because we weren't really sure if we had an audience for it, because I don't know many people who listen to podcasts in their free time. But it was a really good opportunity for us to actually get to interview these great people who are so knowledgeable in their area. So that was another really big thing that AR does, and I hope we'll continue to do. And apart from that, it's really legal research focused. That's what we do. So we liaise with a lot of different departments. Like we liaise the most with publicity and marketing for the design and a lot of other things. So yeah, that's my job as AR director. If you're into research, if you're into academia, join us. Okay. Atalia.
Avoiding her trajectory. She's like,
She legit just pointed at me just now.
Kau sabar dulu, nanti I buat begini.
Okay, go on, explain more about my role. So, as a student ambassador, I would say we don't have like a specific role lah, but then we're just like, okay, we need help here. But I think what's most prominent is that we have, since it's an ambassador, we have to be like, have a role in promoting guns lah, whether events or the organization itself, ataupun macam buat videos lah, helping the marketing team. And yeah, itulah for now.
It's a bit hard too, because it's a new role actually. We just included that in our constitution, I think. That's why I try my best to let you guys do more stuff. That's why the first task was to have the physical meetup, and I was very glad you guys were able to do it. Yeah.
Kind of how you say, jack of all trades, honestly.
Yeah,
They're doing everything.
true. Yeah, that's true.
Banyak skill set.
Yeah.
okay, can do everything.
Oh, okay.
Since I said marketing just now.
Okay, what does marketing do? Marketing. I mean, okay. So I mean, one thing is, do I start with what we've achieved or what I've applied into marketing and everything? because like there's quite a few. So okay lah.
Dia kan dah jawab sendiri.
Jangan lah. Okay lah. What should I answer? Actually,
It's okay, you just can.
anything lah. Okay. For marketing, I mean basically we handle the social media platforms, mainly LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and Spotify.
Facebook.
Facebook also. So basically, a lot of social media platforms you have to handle up. But then it's not all handled by me. It's handled by my officers as well. And not to mention our WhatsApp group for our members as well, that we have to send messages and everything for promotion or anything. And we would be handling, basically collaborating a lot with all the other departments as well. Because like when we have all these types of ideas or anything, like we need to actually brain it together, discuss it together in a way. So like I would like to say it's more of a team effort kind of thing, where we actually work together on what makes our audience attracted towards our platforms, what makes them want to join us or anything. So it's our job to actually, in a way, kasih cantik lah the nama for Guns as well. So quite a responsibility also lah, white hair. But anyways, in terms of like to make my life easier, I've integrated a few softwares as well into our Guns. Most used platform would be Meta Business Suites, which we actually use to schedule our posts and everything, specifically to see our statistics into what how many people sees our thing. Like for example, our MCCC registration thing, we've reached around, before the boosting was around 2,000 people, and now I think it's increased to around 5,000 people over. So that's one thing. You guys should join our MCCC competition as well. So yeah.
Ini kau kasih jemput poster nanti.
Yeah,
saya
can. Boom. Yeah. But yeah lah. I am also responsible. For the podcast and everything, we sometimes delegate it towards. Most of the times, it's delegated towards academic relation when it comes to editing everything. But for the first time, when we tried it, it was quite an effort for us also lah, because we had to cari which platform to go into and everything. So it was a bit tough lah. But then we go through it.
But in regards to the podcast, I think it's been easier ever since AR has taken that responsibility, because we know what's happening at which.
Yeah. That's the thing.
point.
It's much
We know
more easier.
When we stutter or when the guest wants taken out. So I think that makes sense.
Yeah, that's one thing as well. Yeah. So sorry lah, it's a bit of a lot of work for you guys as well. So
no, I mean it was a good choice on your part.
But then yeah. So I think that's pretty much all. And so one thing, I appreciate my officers as well. Well, anyways, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Who hasn't?
President.
Oh no, Abigail dulu.
Okay. President lah.
Abigail lah. No, because mine is more like very. I also don't know what's my role actually.
President lah.
Cepat.
My role at Guns currently is as the director for professional relations. So for PR, our main event in a sense that we do is the internship program. Last time, the internship program was done in collaboration with SLS directly. So SLS will be the one sending the applicants to like the firms and whatnot. But then last tenure, we had the initiative to do our first independent internship, whereby we ourselves reach out to law firms, the AG chambers and all that, to see if they'd be willing to partner with us for this 10-year punya internship, and then we'll send applicants that to their place and whatnot. So this time my role as director, I've carried on that tradition as well, to do the second independent legal internship, which was carried out quite smoothly also, thankfully. Quite a lot of firm was willing to be our partners and whatnot. And we had quite a few applicants as well. who, mind you, was very happy to be getting placement. So if you join Guns, you could, get a placement in
propaganda
internship. Right. No, because in PR, our main goal, our main task is to communicate. Basically, we're like the middle person bridging the members of Guns with the outside world, the third party. So if anything, you wanna find speakers, we will usually be the ones to email the speakers because we have the email. If we want to send invites, it's usually PR. You wanna call someone, it's usually PR. But the tough thing about PR is the emailing, because formally you have to email them. Like, dear sir, my name is this. I'm the director of PR. We have an invitation. We have this. We have that. And then kau ka naanghin sa Domingo.
Yeah.
So you have to be vigilant on that. You have to check every day. Did they reply? And then you have to send follow up. Still nothing. You have to call. And calling is a bit tedious. Like, I'm an introvert. I don't like calling people. I hate it. But you have to put on your professional voice and be like, "Hi, yes, I sent an email last Monday. We still haven't heard a response. Did you guys receive it?" But sometimes it's not their fault. Sometimes it is their fault because sometimes they're like, "Oh, we don't care about this type of organization stuff, so we don't really bother to reply." So that's kind of painful at times. There were times like that, but we, no matter how much you want to say, hey, you cannot say that about our organization, but you gotta be like professional. It's like, okay, we understand. If there's other opportunities, we'll reach out again and all that. Like our recent event itu, the Clash of Minds event, basically, we had to do a lot of emailing and stuff, finding the judges. So that one took a lot of effort, but yeah, it's quite fun being in PR because you actually put the word networking in networking here, basically. You have to go online, find the email address, find the phone number, reach out, everything. But it's a good experience. And like I said, we bridge the connection between members and the outside world, basically. And it's on you.
Okay, so menat selesai. Can you explain more about your current role at Guns? So since I'm the president, I don't really have like a specific role like AR got podcast, PR emailing, SR promotion, same goes to event and finance, obviously money, right? So for us, the presidential department, aside from secretary, our job is more to like oversee the whole department side, like we need to make sure that each department is doing something. So since I was in Guns for like 3 years already, I realized that there is no goal for each department. So when I was appointed as the president, I decided to set this goal where I want each month to be there's an event, like there must be something for each month. And that's why each month I try my best to make something, like to have an event. That's why I will always ask the event management, is there any event? Or sometimes AR will jump in and they say, oh, we have an event. So that's my role actually. Like I want to reach my own KPI, and my KPI is to have an event each month, and I want the departments to have something to do. So my job is more to like leading them to be a good leader. It's not all about me. It's about me leading them as well to be a good leader. So that is my role basically. And aside from that, to give advice. So sometimes when we have certain issues with officers or directors, got dramas or whatever, they will come to me, and then I will ask my vice, which Mavis, I will ask my vice to have a heart-to-heart session. And that's why we also have heart-to-heart session every month. I started it during my tenure as the vice because I feel like Guns always macam reach out to other people. I mean, we try to like expand our network by having a lot of events, but we forgot that kita pun ada orang sendiri yang we have to take care of. We are just busy of thinking. We are busy thinking about the needs of the Sabahan law students, but actually we, the inside people here working, also has our own needs. That's why I started the Heart to Heart program, because I want to listen to my people also, and yeah, that's another role like for me to listen to my directors, what they want, what they need, how should I help them. So you can say for president, you can't only have one skill. You need to know how to do Canva, you need to help event, and also same goes to finance. You need to know how to do the calculation, help the sponsors. Same goes to Abigail. I can't just ask Abigail to like reach out to whoever I want without suggesting to her the names, how to reach out, stuff like that. And same goes to student ambassadors. I can't just tell them, okay, student ambassadors go promote our event. How are they going to do that, right? That's why I have to like have my own skills also for each department. I need to know everything lah, basically. So that is the role as the president. It's very susah, especially when we are all law students. And you know law students, right? We are very argumentative, opinionated,
Very vocal.
Yeah, so it's very hard. That's why, like I said, the dilemma, jaga hati and also reaching the KPI, there's a dilemma that you just need to know how to reach that middle point, Yeah, that's all.
Wait, what exactly is KPI?
KPI is like, I don't know what's the full name, but every pekerjaan kan, like police, they have their own KPI. It's like your a goal. Yeah.
Target. Your objective lah, basically.
Yeah, like contoh police, like the police, road police kan, they have certain KPI. How many
the quota lah.
Yeah, like how many someone to reach.
Okay.
So
Faham.
like for me, how many events I want to reach in 1 month like that.
Alright. Faham.
I like how we know what KPI is, but we don't know the full name of KPI.
Yeah, I know, right?
We heard, exactly. I'm like, no,
I as individual that
I thought it was just capability spelled with K, Yeah.
Okay. 2 more, 3 more kan?
That one apa? Leave for the last one.
Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the last one.
More.
Okay, Constance.
Give up, Serafina.
Okay. What challenges?
Oh.
What challenges have you faced at Guns?
Everyone started thinking already? Too many.
Abigail banyak mau cakap.
Okay, what challenges have I faced at Guns? I think most of the challenges that I've faced have been external, for me personally. Because I have to say during the start of my tenure, it wasn't a very good place for me and for a lot of other people around me. So in a way that affects your performance, I feel like.
What do you mean? Oh, time zone?
No, I mean like
Time difference
if
is
you're
one
not
thing.
in the right
Okay.
directly affects your performance. And because I didn't really know much about what I had to do as a director, because again I didn't have a role model. Okay, I'm sorry, King. You're a very nice leader, but we both didn't know what we were doing. So
Apology call number 3.
you had, in a way, I kind of had to start from scratch, which I didn't have the energy to do at first. So I think, in a way, I think your personal life really affects the work that you do. But apart from that, another challenge would be kind of balancing the different things that you have in your life. Because for me personally, I was working a part-time job. I was a law student and I was also the director. So I think that I like to think that I've gotten more of a hang of it now. But when I first started, that was a really big challenge for me, trying to balance all these different things. And I haven't met with many challenges internally, I would say, because the way that I feel like the kind of attitude that you have to have in these situations is that everyone's working towards a common goal, and to always approach it with your best intentions in a way. So I never really felt that there was anything stopping me from achieving what I needed to achieve internally, other than the fact that sometimes my officers were busy, but you can't really help with that. But I didn't feel that there was anything stopping me from growing here internally, and where I felt that there was, I felt that there was a safe enough environment for me to be able to bring that out and for us to refocus on the fact that we're all in this together. And I felt like that was really great because I feel like in a lot of other organizations that I've been with, it's a very I'm forgetting the word. It's a very authoritarian regime, I thought you shut up kind of thing. But in this case, I felt like
You're being hurt.
I felt that I was being hurt and I felt that I was being respected. So I think that's pretty much the only challenge. I have 2 months of my tenure left, but
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
2 months lah.
hopefully that's the only challenge that I face in guns. And I want to pass this to Ezah.
The president.
What challenges have you faced, the president?
Wah, Ezah, wow, straightforward ah.
Just express yourself.
Nanti baru kena marah.
Okay, now, what challenges? Okay, I think communication. Communication. And for me, in terms of scheduling, of course, because I also joined another things, and I also have another. Currently, I'm helping my parents and so on, doing all the business and kinda managing the time itself, the things that I should do, and kinda everything is every day. What we call it?
Everything is everywhere.
Everywhere, every day. Okay. I think that's all for me. It's more to myself lah.
Yes. Real.
Real.
Alex.
Oh, okay. I forgot the question. What challenges have you faced at guns? I mean, in terms of challenges, sometimes it's there are miscommunications lah between, let's say, my officers. Sometimes between other directors also. Maybe it's not because sometimes most of our communications are like online through WhatsApp or just online meeting. We can't see like social cues juga betul. So it's hard to read other people also
Why you look at me
sometimes.
when you say that?
Tidak lah, but I'm looking at everyone. That's why. But yeah lah, I mean, it's no big issue. After that, we will just talk straightforward in a manner, because I mean, in this line of business, especially like handling between law students, everything, we have to separate our boundaries between professional as well as our personal work lah semua. So, I mean, that would be one of the challenges as well lah. And then sometimes some of my officers, they are a bit too busy to do their work and everything. So, me at that time, I was at Liverpool, so it was time difference was very bad. So sometimes I had to do work maybe around midnight to 3-4 a.m. And then if it's like really last minute, they cannot tell me, then okay lah, 4 a.m. Canva editing or any other software lah. But other than that, I mean, I found no issues so far. Yeah. So yes. Okay, President, you cannot be last again.
Cannot.
Okay, so for me, my challenges, I face a lot since the day I started joining guns. But if I were to talk about this tenure where I'm the president, one of the main challenges I face is trying to navigate my way and trying to navigate my way as the president, and at the same time trying to understand my directors, because each of my directors, they're very different people. They have their own way of doing work. So sometimes I can let my emotions get the best of me, because like I said, my expectations is so freaking high, and sometimes I feel like I'm crazy also for setting such a high expectation, not only to myself but also to the people in my surrounding lah, which I don't think it's fair for them. That's why it was a bit hard for me trying to learn my director's personality and the way they work. So that was quite a big challenge for me as the president, because of course I don't want to cause a scene, cause a fight, internal fights, whatever, because I just want us to be united despite the differences we have and work towards our common goal. And that is not very easy to do, especially when you're working with a bunch of smart law students, So that's actually quite difficult. But yeah, other than that, I find it despite the differences that we have, I find it easy lah to communicate with them. They're very good girl, good boy, very quiet. They just listen, and whatever I say, they can achieve it, which I find it very impressive. Especially the physical meetup in KL Central, that was very impressive. We have always wanted to do that since Guns was, I think, since few years back lah, but we never actually managed to do it. But the fact that they were able to do it this year is very impressive. Yeah, so I find it very, despite the differences, we all actually very work hard, and we try our best to fulfill the expectation that I have set lah, Yeah. Okay, Abigail.
Challenges I face at Guns. As PR, I think my only challenge is getting responses. But aside from that, I think when I took on the mantle as being, director of professional relations, at the same time I entered my final year, so there was a clash in a lot of schedules. There were quite a few meetings I cannot make it for our general meetings because I had night classes and whatnot, and I feel disappointed myself because it's I'm supposed to be able to juggle both worlds at the same time, not neglect one for the other and all that. But I'm very grateful to have Sarah, who understands the situation. She's always oh, okay, if you can send in your officer, that'll be great. And I'm glad I have an officer that is able to carry on difficult tasks as well, despite being on a completely different time zone as well, because she's in Queens. It's in Queens, and I was okay, it's the challenges is there basically, but as Constance says, we have to learn how to separate our personal life and the one that we deal with at Guns as well. And I think that itself is a challenge to juggle that responsibility is tough, because every single time I come home after I do my assignments, my housemates is always why are you still on your laptop? Oh, I have Guns. And they're scolding Guns on my behalf. I'm why is Guns not letting you go? You should retire. Why is Guns still holding it? No. I'm no, I have to do this. I have to not disappoint, because like I said, PR, we bridge the communication between the members of Guns and the outside world. So when you have events like the COM, the MCCC, or anything, you want to be able to, we have to find a lot of people. We have to find speakers, judges, participants, and it's not easy because like I said, not everyone checks the emails, not everyone responds. So I feel disappointed myself when I cannot reach the KPI for a certain number of speakers or judges, and it's a challenge because it's is it my fault that I can do this? But like I said, it's great that we have understanding members that's no, it's not you, it's the situation, so can't always blame yourself, but same time you need to understand that this is a serious role. So if you take on a role as a member of High Table, you need to carry it with pride basically carry it with pride and make sure you don't let it affect your schoolwork and your mental health, but at the same time make Guns a bigger and better platform at the end of the day, basically. So let's go to the ambassador.
Okay, challenges. I think in Guns itself, the challenges is maybe only the mindset of apa lagi kita boleh buat macam online only bah can do. It's very limited, and then the thought of we keep repeating webinars or competitions, debate online only. So that's the challenge lah. Macam you have to be really creative in thinking of events of what you can do, and then reaching out to people, mau cari orang mana yang to do these events. That's one thing lah. Then externally, I'm part of 2 other organizations. So to which one I'm a director, the other one I'm a editor/graphic designer, and here I'm a student ambassador lah. So that's not a challenge in itself, but macam I have to switch roles every few weeks or days to cater to these organizations lah. So it challenges me, but it also helps me grow. So begitulah, itulah challenges.
Okay. Next, Atalia, you pusing. Sub you the last one. Nana.
Okay. Specific pen juga kita guna.
Okay, kena balik.
Okay. What's the question? What do you hope to see in Guns' future? Okay. So what I hope to see, I hope to see like the alumni of Guns macam still keep in contact, still macam guide us future members lah macam tu. Even us lah nanti kalau besar sudah mau jadi considered students, we try to support what they do, and like I said lah macam high potential, so we give the opportunities to them lagi. So macam tu Guns can grow. Sabahan punya law punya scene pun better. Nah, I guess. Okay. Nah, Alex.
Wait. Okay. What do I hope to see? What I hope to see in the future of Guns? Well, I mean, specifically for my department, I would say more ideas lah, basically, and basically more organized structure for ways where we can actually delegate some tasks between our offices and everything. Because as of now, I mean, I do have Google Docs and everything to put which content is which, but then if we can find a better system for like where the whole committee, high table, can actually see what we are doing and everything, and we can, like, let's say, maybe make polls or anything, or maybe have future physical discussions in a way, in like what we can do to make Guns better in terms of our image, our reputation, as well as our marketing and publicity, then yeah, go for it. That would be one thing I would want, more physical activities as well. As for, I mean, Guns in general, I would say I hope our future 10 years or anyone ahead of us after that would actually keep in mind our perspectives as well. We want to actually improve our gun society to the point that it reaches maybe to the extent of, like, let's say, law societies in Kuala Lumpur or other places, or maybe even bigger if we can, if it's possible. Palis. But yeah lah. So that is one thing I would go for. So I haven't.
Constance.
Oh, yeah. Sarah lah.
No, Constance lah. You already gave it to her.
President.
Yeah lah, President.
What do you hope to see in Guns future? I just hope that my next tenure can, the next president can lead Guns, not exactly the same way as I lead Guns, but better than how I lead Guns. Not saying I'm the best, but all I'm saying is that we all agree that this year has been such a huge success lah, I would say, considering how we have a lot of events going on and our social media is so active, and in fact we're going to a physical event in KL next week, so it's like it's going, so I just hope the next president can continue this and make it better. Yeah. Nah, Constance.
Sampai juga. What do I hope to see in Guns future? For Guns in general, I hope to see a continuation in growth, because I believe, from the day that Guns was created, when no one knows who we are, I've had lawyers telling me that they thought when Guns first reached out to them, they thought it's a scam group.
Seriously.
That's how unknown we were, to the point that now I feel like a lot more people know who we are and what we do. And again, I feel like us as a committee, we've grown as well. The mechanism is a lot more well-oiled. We know what we're set out to do, and I feel like that's a really good thing. So what I hope for the next tenure of Guns and many next 10 years to come, I hope that we can continue on that growth, and we can continue growing, not necessarily in size, but in terms not necessarily in the size of our organization, but in terms of what we have to offer and what we bring to the table, the quality. I really hope that for Guns. And as for my department, I hope that they can come up with new ideas and they can come up with more innovative ways to do what we have been doing, because I feel that we're on the right track. We're raising awareness. I feel that we're doing a good job. So I hope that the next 10 years can continue that on and grow it even more.
Who else Oh, ni dua lagi.
Nah,
Ni
kamu,
dua lagi.
you decide.
Just suka target di sini kan. What do I hope to see in Guns? I think we all want the same thing. We want to see the growth of Guns for the future and whatnot. But I'm hoping to see future physical events. Yeah, basically. Because like Sarah said, like our first successful event was the meetup in KL. So it was really great, and the fact that we pulled that off shows that doing physical programs, despite being scattered all around the world, is not entirely impossible. It's possible, but we just need to put in the effort. Every department needs to do something to come together and bring something. Because I think it will be great. Because like Constance says, a lot of people don't know us, but now that we're gaining traction and whatnot, it's a good time for us to slowly bring awareness to the younger ones. Like, hey, Guns is an actual organization that's meant to bring awareness about the legal world and whatnot, not just in Sabah, but it's also throughout Malaysia and outside countries as well, which is good lah, basically. Which is why what I'm hoping to see for PR as well in the next 10 years is that we could maybe create like some kind of list of hotlines that we can call, like for speakers in the future, or like partnerships with different law firms that's like not, I wouldn't say permanent, but like long-term partnerships, that so we don't have to worry about finding places to send the applicants who wants to intern to. We have a lot of options for them and whatnot. I think that's a good step in terms of bringing more traction to us, because we have the right connections. Because I think the reason why other societies is able to grow is because they have people that they can rely on as partners, big law firms, big names, speakers, tattoo and whatever. So I think if Guns and PR is able to do that, like create like some kind of hotline that we can reach out to people that we can rely on for the future programs, I think that would be a good step in growing as a recognized organization.
Larger networking as well.
Yeah, basically. But
Okay.
now it's tough to do, right? Because like we have to reach personally, individually, Google. But if we can create like a list in like just like not Google Docs, but some kind of list, I think it'll be good.
I think we actually do have an MOU with a few organizations
Yeah,
as
we
well
do.
already. Yeah.
I think the same thing, but obviously, I think we need to maintain the communication to our previous alumni, such as we can connect the members, especially the current member can connect. Still, the alumni is still wanted to participate to help the members itself, and I hope the kerjasama tu still ada dalam group tu, even though they no longer work together, but still wanted to help whatever it is.
Like past alumni lah. I mean,
I really hope that one.
regardless, I think when I retire, I'm still going to be an officer, if anything.
Syak si
Because-
Joshua dengan ni.
Okay, you're very soft-spoken. I think if I date you, right, I'm not willing to hurt you. I give you flowers and everything.
Sarah.
Okay, anyway, the last question.
Okay.
Since this is the last question, we go clockwise.
Okay.
So we start from Constance, and then me, and then Alex.
Okay.
I thought clockwise is Ezah first.
No, it's like you first.
What is one thing you would like to tell our listeners?
One thing, yeah.
Join the Guns.
One thing. One thing. Just take the chance. Because when I was considering whether to join Guns, I knew that it could either be the best thing or the worst mistake of my life. Because
That's
I
true.
was
50-50.
I was choosing between so many different organizations to join, and all it took was a leap of faith to get me where I am today. And despite all the hardships that I've encountered along the way, I think that leap of faith was the right choice for me to do. So I would say just take that chance and see where it brings you. Unless it's illegal or it's obviously bad, then don't.
Clockwise kan?
Well,
Wow.
Oh, sekarang saya mau sudah. Oh ya kan astaga. Inilah tuh.
Belum lah kelas, presiden.
What is one thing you would like to tell to our listeners? Join Guns. Okay. Enjoy everything. Try to enjoy everything since you're still young.
Weh, gila macam tua sudah ni.
YOLO.
Because such opportunity, like Constance said before, you never get it again in future. Like kalau kita kerja sudah, we will never able to join the Guns. So join Guns.
Join.
If you don't know what club to join Guns. No, but honestly, it's up to you. But I think if you wanna find an organization, if you're the type that doesn't know what organization or what club to spend on during your free time, and you wanna nice in your resume and whatnot, I think Guns is a good platform to start with. Because like everyone's you're being heard in Guns. Your ideas are being put into motion. No matter how big or how small the ideas are, it's being put into motion, and like you're not being slave around and all that kind of stuff. You're being listened to, and it's a good way to develop your speaking skills, teamwork skills, communication skills, all the skills basically. So yeah, ultimately, join Guns. I think that's how we say it.
To me, the one thing is don't be afraid lah. Maksudnya macam when I first heard about like law clubs, law societies, including Guns lah, I thought like you have to be like really smart in law to join. Macam I'm not smart enough for this, macam tu ba. So I mean like you join to learn, bukan kau datang terus kau pandai semua lah, like that. And then lagipun just try everything lah. Macam the tenure is only like 1 year. You can just try, and then if you don't want already or not for me, you can go out. At least you get the experience, like that. Or you will learn to love it. You don't know. So yeah, join Guns.
Okay, I'm not gonna say join Guns or anything, but like, I mean, this is to more on the future members of like Guns lah. If you ever like doubt saying that you join Guns, I mean, I'm pretty sure every member of the high committee here, even like they've doubted and they're like, oh, should I retire because of like workload or everything? But then at the end of the day, I don't know. I still like quite enjoy like doing the workload and everything because like I don't know. I mean,
it's addicting.
Yeah, it's actually quite addicting. It's very thrilling, and you get to actually, how do you say, communicate, like I said earlier as well, with like-minded people who have the same perspective as you and who are more vocal about it as well. And yeah, even if you do doubt it, just take the leap.
Like Nike always said, just do it.
Not sponsored.
If the gym at the end sponsored by Nike.
Okay, so me, what is one thing I would like to tell our listeners? Okay, I think if you're the type who is willing to learn something, not only in terms of law, although we are all law students and in fact we're a law organization, but we are not here just to learn about the law. In fact, we never even talk about cases. No, never. All we do is just create events, organize events, network. That's all we do. But at the same time, we learn something. Like whenever we have infographics, that's when you learn about death sentence, drugs. We learn, but at the same time, you also have fun. So if you're the type to love to have fun but also learn something, then Guns is a perfect organization for you to join. We are a family. We are one family. We are cool people. We don't really like fighting, stuff like that. We are very professional, and we always resolve our disputes in a professional way. And wherever you go, so there's always a dispute, but not all organizations are able to solve those disputes in a professional way. But here, rest assured, your needs will be heard. You are seen, you are heard. We feel you, we hear you, so don't worry about anything, you are part of us. You don't have to be smart enough to join. You don't have to know everything, because all of us here started from scratch. Like all of us here, although we doubted our decision to join Guns, but look at us. We actually got promoted from officer to director. I was from officer to vice to president. So if we can do it, you can do it also, So come and join us and have fun with us. We promise that you will have fun, like a lot of fun, but at the same time, you will also learn a lot, which no law books can provide you with such knowledge. Yeah.
I think that wrapped us up.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's the end of our podcast session today for Alibi the Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Alibi the Podcast. If you like episodes like these and you want to listen to more episodes like these, make sure to check us out on YouTube and Spotify. We have many other podcasts like these that you can tune into. So until next time,
Bye-bye. Wow.
Sorry now that I'm a little late. I apologize that you had to wait. It totally slipped my mind. I lost all my sense of time. So buy me that drink and just let me think, and I'll tell you